Pure culture methods. So for isolation of the pathogen from the host and to identify the responsible pathogen which is a causal agent, the researcher has to go towards the pure culture of the pathogen or concerned microorganism. So after having details related to the technique of culture, the devices required, then their sterilization and preparation of medium, adjustment of its pH, and also filling of the culture tubes or petri plates or conical flasks for further study. Now we will go towards the different methods of pure culture. What for pure culture is done, that we have seen. Now we will go towards the pure culture methods. So pure culture of microorganisms forms discrete colonies on the solid media. So separation of colonies that must be there, so that particular one type of microorganism will be there in a colony. This is the purpose behind. So take the example of yeast or bacteria or many other microfungi. So their pure culture can be obtained by plating methods like streak plate method, over plate method, spread plate method, microbes that have not yet been successfully cultivated on the solid media and are cultivable only in liquid media are generally isolated by the process of serial dilution method. So in all, pour plate method, stick plate method, spread plate method, and serial dilution method, these four methods, by using these four methods, one can get expertise in the pure culture of the pathogen. So what are these methods that we will see here? On the screen you can see that how pouring of agar medium, sterilized agar medium is done in the petri plate. What is the how to handle the petri dish, and with the help of another hand in front of flame, how the pouring of agar medium is done, that is here on the screen. Then here you can see the one of the method of pure culture, that is streaking, how streaking is done with the help of inoculation needle. So such streaks in the form of in zigzag form like this, so they are done on the surface of the agar poured in the petri plate. So first we will go towards what is stick plate method, how microbiologists can isolate the pathogen to get its pure culture. So most commonly used method is stick plate method and used to isolate and to get pure culture of bacteria. Here small amount of mixed culture is placed on tip of inoculation wire loop made up of nicron, or we can call it as a needle, and such mixed culture is streaked across the surface of agar medium. Successive streaks thin out the inoculum sufficiently, and microorganisms are separated from each other. This is the purpose. See, initially here you can see this is the inoculation needle. Its tip you can see the loop, wire loop made up of nicron, NICROME, or maybe tungsten coated this thing is. So first it will be placed somewhere here. Suppose this is the petri dish which is containing agar. So you place the inoculation needle here and continuously you give such streaks on the surface. So initially we have started from here, and at last point what will happen? There will be the separation of the inoculum present on the loop, and for this purpose, for isolation or for thinning out of the inoculum, sufficient thinning out, this thing is done. And if such the same needle, if you use for the second plate without taking mixed inoculum, again instead the same needle, if it is used for streaking in the second petri dish having the culture medium, then it gives better result, because already the inoculum has separated or thinned out. And if the same needle without taking inoculum on it, if the same needle is used for streaking the second petri plate, the better results can be obtained. And then these plates, they are allowed to grow or for their growth by keeping them or by incubating them at particular temperature in the culture room. The key principle of this method is that by streaking, a dilution gradient is established across the face of petri plate as bacterial cells are deposited on the agar surface. Because of this dilution gradient, crowding up the colonies will not occur. Instead, the thinning or isolation of in the form of isolation of the colonies, one can get the development of colonies after a few days on the surface of the agar medium. Then each colony actually is a progeny of a single microbial cell, thus represents a clone of pure culture. Such isolated colonies, they are picked up separately using sterile inoculating needle and restreaked on fresh media to ensure the purity. So this is first method we have seen, streaking or streak plate method. So you can have the streaking in this manner. See here you can see you put the inoculation needle here, go up to this place, and like this you can do the streaking in 4 points on the culture medium. The second is this one, we have discussed about it. The third type, you can put the inoculation needle at first here, then make streaks like this. It can also isolate the inoculum sufficiently. You can have the thing, the type of sticking like this, or any one out of these you can use for this purpose. So this is related with the stick plate method. Now we will go towards the another method, and that is pour plate method. The another method is a pour plate method. So what is pour plate method? So the method, it involves plating of diluted samples mixed with melted agar medium. So here diluted sample is mixed in the melted agar medium. It is not solidified. Instead, agar medium used is melted one, and in it the sample is mixed. So main principle is to dilute the inoculum in successive tubes containing liquefied agar medium so as to permit a thorough distribution of bacterial cells within the medium. So bacterial cells, take example of bacterial cells here. So different dilutions are made, and here on the screen you can see different dilutions. So at first this tube, second, third, accordingly different and this is the control. So different dilutions are made from a sample. This is the sample tube. See here, this is the sample tube, and from one loop is transferred in this tube, and from the same tube the another loop or two loops, they are transferred in the another culture tube, and from second culture tube to third. So like this, in third there will be more dilution, and see the result here. You can get isolation as compared to here from second, and in first the culture of or colonies number will be more than second, and third will be having isolation, and in control there will be no growth of the colonies. So this is the diagram showing how pouring plate method shows good results for isolation of the colonies for getting the pure culture. So mixed culture of bacteria is diluted directly in the tubes containing melted agar medium and maintained in liquid state, and tubes are kept at about 42 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. The bacteria and melted medium, they are mixed together, they are mixed well. The contents of each tube are poured into separate petri plates, allowed to solidify, and then incubated. When bacterial colonies develop, one can see that isolated colonies develop both within the agar medium, that is on the surface of the agar medium as well as on the within the agar medium, that is subsurface colonies we can call it as a. So on both, on the surface of the agar medium, solidified agar medium in the petri plate, colonies can be seen. At the same time, within the agar medium also colonies will be seen, call them as a subsurface colonies. Such, now these isolated colonies are then picked up by inoculation loop and they are transferred to another petri plates for getting its pure culture. So this is all related to the pour plate method. The second method for pure culture of the microorganisms. Then third method, that is spread plate method. On the screen you can see this spread plate method. So in spread plate method, mixed culture sample, see here, this is a mixed so see here you can see the mixed culture sample over here, and then it is transferred into the water in the second test tube, and then some amount is then taken for on the inoculation glass spreader is used for this purpose, and by using glass spreader some amount from this is taken here on the surface of the medium in the petri dish, and such petri the inoculum is sprayed with the glass spreader, and then they are these petri dishes, they are incubated. So spread plate method, the diagrammatically we have tried to understand what is done in spread. In this method, mixed culture of microorganisms is not diluted in the melted agar. Instead, the dilution in a series of test tubes containing sterile distilled water is done. A drop of diluted liquid from each tube is placed on the center of agar plate, and with the help of glass spreader, it is spread evenly over the surface of the medium by using this sterilized glass spreader. Now such petri dishes, they are incubated, and colonies development will occur on these agar plates, and one can see that some plates in which well isolated colonies are growing, and such colonies are also then picked up, and their pure culture on new petri dish is done to get the uniform colonies of particular microbe. So this is the another method, that is spread plate method. So stick plate method, pour plate method, and now we have seen spread plate method. Now we'll go towards the another method, that is serial dilution method. So see here on the screen the sample. In the conical flask you can see the sample. It means what? The inoculum with water. So such inoculum is subjected to serial dilution in sterile liquid medium, and large number of tubes of sterile liquid medium are inoculated with the aliquots of each successive dilution. So the solution from each successive dilution is transferred from one tube to another tube, and accordingly it gives the dilution. So see here, first transfer, for example, 1 ml of the inoculum to first test tube containing particular amount of sterile distilled water. Mix it well, then do the transfer again 1 ml into the second, from first test tube to second test tube. Like this you will have to do the transfer, and accordingly we will get the dilutions. So first dilution will be 10 raised to minus 10, second will be 10 raised to minus 2, 100 times, 1000 times, 10,000 times, like that the dilution will be. And from each test tube you can take the inoculum and inoculate on the medium in the petri dish, and accordingly you can see the comparison in first, second, third, fourth test tube and fifth and sixth. So if it is inoculated in the petri plate medium, then you will see that the last dilution inoculum, it gives better separation of the colonies that can be observed over there. So this is the purpose here. By dilution, serial dilution method, the inoculum of microbe is diluted, and for getting the good separation or isolation, or for getting the discrete colonies, or for getting pure culture of particular microorganism. So aim of dilution is to inoculate series of test tubes with microbial suspension, so dilute that there are some tubes showing growth of only one individual microbe. So for our convenience, just now I have told you, suppose if one has taken culture containing 10 ml of liquid medium containing 1000 microorganisms, 100 microorganisms per ml of this liquid medium. If we take out 1 ml from this stock solution, we can say further dilutions I have told you related with this on the screen. So like this, at last one can get the isolation of the good isolation of the microbes, or we can say here the pathogen on which we are doing the experiment, and at last one can come to the conclusion that the pathogen in the infected host which we have collected from the field is this one. Let her go for its identification by preparing slides and comparing slides with the or study the morphological characters of the microorganism and accordingly compare it with uh, the standard charts provided in the book for its identification. So like this we have completed this chapter, that methods of study of plant diseases. So some tricky questions can be asked. No doubt this is the base or foundation for the study of we can say any uh, pathologist. It require this knowledge. Any microbiologist is in need of this knowledge, and almost all, though not in detail, we have tried to look towards what basic things the microbiologist or pathologist, plant pathologist must have. So okay, I think you might have understand the basics of these methods.